Welcome to Agent 3000 Part 2 from Miami Realtors and Our World. We're going to continue where we left off before, and we're going to go directly from our gateway, finding Agent 3000, coming in, and we left off at market trend graphs. So next is the Realty Biz card. And this is one of my favorites. Why? Because we're always on the go. And guess what we always have with us? Our cell phone. So we may forget our business cards, our printed ones, but we could have this one always with us and it's free, Free. So you click here on the left-hand side under Realty Biz Card, select the card setup, and it's 10 steps. You can come in and to start, you would click the realtybizcard.com and then you can add, let me make this a little bigger. There we go. You can add here your name, no spaces, of course, and your card will be realtybizcard.com/ whatever you put here. Next, you have a subtitle. I always recommend that you use the same thing that you use for your socials. So here I have my name, my title, who I am. And if you take a peek at my socials, let's see here, sort of the same as my title here. So that's what I meant. Having similarity so it's easy for them to find and of course to find you in other places. So you would put in your name. You can choose from all the templates here. So template 1, and you can click and preview it. The second template, the first one's in a dark tone. The second one, click. So once you find the one you like from the drop downs, you can simply select it. Yeah, I'm going to come in. Let me do the third one so you can peek. And here's the fourth one. Let me show you the light version. And then, of course, the fifth one. And the fifth dark version. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it here as this one. You have to upload your photo here. So you have to choose your file, select your photo, and then resize it accordingly. Make sure it features you. Save. You can select a background photo. And you have several to pick from here. And if not, you can come on the very bottom and choose your photo. So if there's something you would like. So summer's almost here. I'm going to pick this one and select. You can add by clicking here to get your Zillow reviews, your Google reviews, your Yelp reviews. You can put a link to your YouTube channel. And to do that, you would go to your channel. Copy it, copy the URL, come back to Agent 3000 and paste it in if you want that link to appear. If you have a home finder on your website, let's say you have a website. Let me open up the one that you get from Matrix. Here's the landing page you get from Matrix, and here's the find a property. So if I wanted it to go to this and not to the find a property, to the property search that it has, I would copy here the URL, come back into Agent 3000, and I can override the home finder in the system to go to the website. So if you have a website and you'd like to use it, you can do it there. Then you have an About You page where you can go ahead and put in information on you. And if you notice, I've added the buyer and seller guide. So if you wanted to add a flyer or some info and it was in a PDF format on a page, let me use here the seller guide to show you what I mean. Here's the seller guide, and this is the URL to the seller guide created. I can come and click and copy, right? And then here in Agent 3000, when I do my write-up, I can add, let's say I want to do a seller guide and a link to it. I can select it. And then do you see here the link? The link item here. You could click the link and then you would put the URL to the URL where the guide is and put OK. So you can add other items if you like, or you have something else available to you, and you have a brief area about you. And then we come to the link area. So depending on how many other additional pages you have set up, you can come in and add external links, external website, Facebook, Facebook Messenger, Google, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Skype, Snapchat, TikTok, Twitter, now X, WhatsApp, and YouTube. You can add all of those. So how do you do that? Let me come and delete these last two so I can showcase it for you. Alrighty, to do that, you click here. Notice that it tells you it's created the link. You now have a link area, and you can come in and write IG. Say, yes, that's what I want by clicking the check mark. And then you come to the empty space where it requires a URL. So you click there and you need the URL for your IG. So I'm going to come into the IG I have open. This is my page. You make sure you come to your profile and you copy, right? The URL. You come back into Agent 3000. You paste it in. You select yes that you want, and it updates the link. And now you select the icon for that one as Instagram. Perfect. Now let's do one more. Create the link. And what do I not want to name it? Let's call it LinkedIn. Yes, check mark. Open up your LinkedIn. So I'm going to log into LinkedIn. And I want to show you a lot of us come into it. And we come into the page and we tend to come into the home. Okay, and you're here. I'm not hiring. Here you have it. Let me go ahead and repost it. Insight. And you're looking, but is this your page? No, this is in LinkedIn. So to get to your page, you have to click over. And now that you're in your page, this is where you would copy the URL. Copy here. Come back to the Agent 3000. Select the URL and paste it in. Click to check. And then you select your icon. We scroll down until we find it. And now we're ready to go. And you can, of course, add your Google Business, your WhatsApp, Google Review, your X, Facebook, Linktree, and you can come in at any time and delete, and you can update. Once you've done all of these are the 10 steps. You click to save the digital business card. It's saved successfully. You close it out. And now you can click to preview it. Now, here is a link you can copy and you can start to share it and post it. Remember, I showed you on WhatsApp how you can do that. So let's take a minute since I've shown you a couple of things. Let me show you. Here I am in my status. I click on the pencil. And here I can put my digital business card. How many of you like that? So, all of these opportunities to post and share and get your info out there. Now, let's come back to the page. One of the things I always recommend is once you create these, start to click, right? And see if they work. And then here's the location, contact form, Google Business. So if you clicked on here, would it take you to the page? Interesting. Now that you have that ready, let's come back to Agent 3000. And let me show you that you can scan your QR code or email it to yourself. You can email the code for it here, email, and that way you'll have the link and it's sent to your email, or you can scan the QR code. Here's the QR code. And what you'd like to do is, let me see if I can switch to show you what I need. So here's my cell phone. I'm going to open up the camera. And there's the QR code. And what do? Here I have my cell phone open and I get the link right from the camera. I click to the Realty Biz card. And now that I have it on my cell phone, it's going to tell me how to save it. I'm going to click the three little items. I do have an iPhone. I can click to share or to add. And I want to go ahead and click to share. And then I want to scroll up and I want to add it to my favorites. And I click here to add it. It's going to tell me how I want to add my info. And here's this will be a little icon. And I click on save. And now on my cell phone, if I come out, let me see where it is. Hey, where did it save it? Oops. Let me do it again. Let me go to the link, click the three items, share, scroll up. And what I should have done is add to home screen. Add to home screen, add, and there it is. And now what do? When I see someone or I meet them, I can click into here, quick open it up. I forgot my business cards. It doesn't matter. You see how it has a scan me? I can click to scan and I can share it with them. I have my Realty Biz card. I can also come, of course, and I have my card with me. And they tell me, hey, can you share it? I can come to the bottom here, right? Come to the URL and I can share it through here. So all the possibilities, everything there, easily scanned and shared. And it's FREE. It has all your links, right? A place to review, contact info. And again, they come to you, they come to a central hub like this, and they have all of your information. Now let's go ahead and let's go back to the computer. All right. And that was your Biz Realty card. And now what's great, once you create it, you come over to the left-hand side and it has a QR code and email signature where you now can come and copy and save, right? I always like to tell you guys to open it and you can save your QR code. You can copy an email signature or this version. And here are the instructions to download them for your Gmail, Apple Mail, and more. Let me see if I can get my Gmail open. Let me add another. Let's see if I can add here. I wanted to show you here. So let's say I've created the card, right? And now I have the email signature here and I want to use this one. I can copy it and I have Gmail to show you. So I'm going to come to the top. You come to the settings area, see all settings, and I can scroll down and I'm going to remove what I have here so I can show you. And all I have to do is paste and it automatically appears. And now I have my email signature with my contact info, my business card, and I can click to save. And now every time I create a message, it automatically appears. How many of you like that? Agent 3000, so I get my Biz Realty card, but I also get my email signature and instructions for Gmail, Apple Mail for iPhone and iPad, Outlook browser, Outlook for Windows, Outlook for iMac and MacBook, and other email programs, all available to you here. Next up, if you get reviews on your card, you would see reviews here and you would be able to review them and approve. In messages, you would see, if you got a message, you would see the message here. And then in activity, one of my favorite things is it tells you how active you are and how many clicks you get. So you can see how many times you've shared it or people have shared it. That was your Realty Biz card, free. Next up, open houses, new. So let's say you have an open house and you'd like to create a registration. How many of you have ever gone to a place where you have to handwrite and then you pick up the paperwork and can you read the handwriting? Is it legible? How about doing something electronic that would capture the information and then you would be able to get it? So how do you do this? You do your open house. You would need your MLS number. This would be for your listing. So let me go into Matrix. Let me search for my listing. Let me go ahead and click through. Here's my listing. I copy the MLS number. Come into Agent 3000. I paste it in. Select it because it drops down and this is connected via IDX. I select the picture I'd like. My open house date, I click and it opens my calendar. Let's say that this is for the 16th. You can choose a light or dark color theme. You can request for the guest first name, guest last name, guest email, guest phone number. Are you working with an agent? Where did you hear about the open house? How soon are you looking to purchase? And it'll gather this info. You can add your profile photo by clicking in your contact info, your email. If you've upgraded, you can select what group to add them into. A QR code URL will be automatically created and an automatic email sent if you capture the email. Thank you for visiting, a greeting, and then you click on save. Your open house is now successful and you can scroll down and here it is to view, to email. So I want to email the link. Let's say I want to email it to my assistant. Put in their email, click to send, done. I can also come in and edit it. I can delete it. I can see the number of guests that have come, and I can click here to open it. So with the link in my email or by coming into here, I could display this in an iPad or a tablet or a computer, and I can ask each person to register as they arrive. They can come in and put their first name, email address, phone number, Are you already working with a realtor? No. How soon are you looking to purchase? Just looking. Over 6 months. Where did you hear about it? Social media, magazine, website, a friend or other? And then sign in. Thank you for your viewing. Excellent. And now it's ready for the next one. The next person comes in. Puts in their info. No. 3 to 6 months. Friend. And she signs in. Thank you. And it continues. Everyone that comes can register. How does that help you? Well, if they're writing stuff in, maybe it's not legible. Maybe you don't understand. Maybe you didn't get all their info. But if we come back in and they did sign in, you then have your open house guest list, right? And here you have your open house guests, how soon, and this is all exportable. And it creates a CSV file. Then you can import wherever else you like. You have their phone number, email address to contact them, etc. All available to you. FREE, open house registration. Next, coming down, we have social media tools. One of my favorite things here is the website screenshot share. Sometimes let's look for an article. You want to share an article to your socials. Let me click here in News on Insight. Let's talk about buying. Let's say I like this article. I'd love to share it. X, Facebook, LinkedIn. I click, and maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. But what if I want to add it to my email? What if I want to put it somewhere else? What if I want an image? Look, it's taking a while. So I'm going to come back into realtor.com and I can copy this URL. So if I copied this and I actually opened up Facebook, let's see what it would look like. Maybe we don't need it for this one, but we'll see. I paste it in. Oh, they're having an issue. It happened to me yesterday too. Come on, Facebook, let us print. Okay, paste. So it did come up real nice and clean. That was actually good. Let me show you what happens when you're doing something in Miami Realtors. Let's see news. And let's say I want to share the article. Maybe it'll look great, maybe it won't. I copy it, even though I can do it here. I come into Facebook. I'm going to refresh. Click. And I paste. Oh, looks kind of good, right? But let's say it doesn't. Let's say it doesn't give that look. And I want to make sure that my image shows, or I want them to see everything, or I'm featuring my website. So look what you can do. You can come into here and you do website screenshot share. You paste it in and you can do an overlay like click here to view and you can get your screenshot. Okay. You can do the overlay at 30 degrees and you can do get a screenshot. Let me see if it'll do the other ones I can show you. And look how great it looks. Click here to view, and then you can come and share it to your socials. Let's say to LinkedIn. Oops, it's telling me my computer does not want to continue. Hold on 1 second. And look how great it looks on LinkedIn. And now I could put, and I can post. And I always like for you guys to see what the post looks like. So here's the difference, is how you would see it. And they would click and it tells them what to do. Call to action, letting them know what to do. Easy way to make sure that you get what you need and they do too. And you marked it. 1 second for me. Alrighty. Next up, Agent 3000, listing collage post. Now here's one of my favorites. How about a way to get your listing out there? Well, you can come in, select, and we're going to come into Matrix. Right? And you can actually do this. We teach it in OK to Advertise. You can come and select. I'm going to look all OK to Advertise. And we're going to look, let's look at this one. And here's what I want to show you, right? This is the OK to Advertise. It says attribution not required. It has to tell you yes and what. We do teach that in the OK to Advertise class. I click here, get that MLS number. I can come into Agent 3000 and now I can simply paste, remove the space in the front. And since it's linked to the MLS, select. Accept the terms. I agree. And since it's linked to the MLS, this is actually sharing directly from the IDX, the Internet Data Exchange. And I can come and select the photos that I'd like to share. Okay, and I can create this collage. Now, this is easy. It's quick. It's a solution. This is what it would look like. And I can do it to Facebook, Pinterest, and LinkedIn. Of course, you wouldn't put that. You would put, are you looking to invest? Are you looking to buy? Interesting new listing at this location. Contact me for details. It does create a single property website for the listing. If you have the upgrade from Agent 3000, it'll look like mine. If not, it's a listing page. We'll show you what the single property websites looks in a little bit. I click here next, public, and I can share it. A great way for you to get listings out there to promote, and it's to share. These are not advertisements. Okay, while that's waiting, that's okay. We'll let the internet do its thing. Let's come down and let's talk about flyers. How many of you have ever tried to create a flyer and when you finish, you're not exactly happy? How about creating one quickly? You can select from 1 photo, 4 photo, 10 photo, Open house flyer, just listed, just sold, and for rent. I'm going to start with our 4-photo flyer. I'm going to come in, find my listing in Matrix. Some of you memorize your MLS numbers. I always need to come in and look at it. I'm going to copy it, come back into Agent 3000, paste it in, remove, and since it's linked to the IDX, we just wait. It connects. Accept the terms. And in this instance, it was 4 photos, so we can go ahead and put in the 4 photos. Remember, this is my pretend one. You can choose not to show the address, not to show the price. Add your photo or a QR code, your contact details. You can select a background image. You can remove it if you like. You can select a color, text, the amenities, the remarks, and you can create either a PDF or a JPEG. JPEG may be what you're looking for, especially if you want to put it on Instagram. And here you have your flyer created. Now, I could also come back in and, I didn't put some info. Maybe I do want to show the price. I can come back in and create a PDF. And here's the flyer that it creates for you. Price, information, courtesy of. Quick, easy. Now let's come back in and let's do another one. Let's say you're having an open house. You want to post a flyer. You want to print some up. Here you come. You put the MLS number in. Select. Accept the terms. Start using your photos. You can show address and price if you want. Open house or broker open. And when you click, select the date. And if you have a second date, select it as well. You can put the time in. Right. You can add your photo or QR code, your contact details. You can remove or select another one. You can do a background color or item, details, and you can create your PDF or JPEG. And here you have your open house flyer. Quick, with the pictures that you needed, and ready to go. You can print, share it onto your computer, post it, and it's done. Of course, one more. Let's do it. Let's say you just sold it, it's just listed or for rent. Same process, paste the MLS number, select, accept your terms, add your photos in. You can show address or not, price or not, just listed, just sold or for rent. Let's say it was just sold. Add your profile photo, your contact details, select an image background. And you can create a PDF or JPEG. Just sold. Quick, easy to use, using the pictures from the MLS, the remarks from the MLS, and you're set. How many of you like that? Quick, easy, efficient, ready to go in JPEG or PDF format. All right, let's come back in and let's talk about single property websites. The system allows you to create single property websites. This is one of the highlights that I love to share, especially if you're going on a listing presentation. This might be something that you want to let them know you do. When you open it up, you will see the listings that you have available. If your office writes to support at agent3000.com, add the broker manager or broker can tell them to please add your office ones if they're available. So you would be able to just copy here and paste if you're interested, right? And let me come and show you. Let's get one from the MLS here so you can see. Let's look here. Okay, the advertiser. Let's do this one from Weston. Let's see what's here showing. Let me see if it has pictures. Always fun, right? Yes, it has pictures. Perfect. Let's copy. Come into Agent 3000. You paste the MLS number. Select it. Accept the terms. Right? You accept. And now you can create a single property website for your listing or those for your office, right? And you would come in and here you have template number 1 with or without address. And you would click and it would create a property one. Now, this is what it looks like when you don't have the upgrade and you do the other format, you would get this. Let me come back and show you. Here's the second template with or without address. So you have a sleek look, the photos. It does rotate the pictures. The price, all of the description, beds, bath, pets, photo with description, interior and exterior features. You can click to view the full photos. Your contact details, it can request info for you, where the info is coming from. Template number 3, with or without address. And this one has lead capture, so it captures who comes in. And they would email you if they do write into it. This is easily something that you can copy, that you can post. So remember I showed you in WhatsApp, you could come and use this if it was your listing. Let me show you WhatsApp for a minute. Paste it in, give it a second, and it shows up. And you share it. Coming back in. Let's see. That was 3 with a black header, and here we have one, the third one with a white header. You can schedule the showing and the contact you and your contact details. All really quick and easy just with your MLS number. They also provide, that was single property websites. They also provide Craigslist ads. And you can simply click in your MLS number. Select it, accept the terms, and you can do either a summary ad, copy it, and you can preview. This is what the preview would look like. and you would copy the UR HTML coding here and put it in. Or you could get a detail ad, and this is what it would look like. You can also come and create QR codes. So if this is your listing, you would put in the MLS number. Let me go ahead and copy it. You would force the customer to enter the email if you'd like. You can choose where this QR code is going to be. Let's say it's from a postcard, and you will get the QR code. Now, would anybody test it and see what it makes you do? And then see how it takes you to the property? I love the QR code portion because it's something everybody knows how to use. It came back from the 90s during pandemic, and it's something that I think everyone is using now. Anybody tested it? Yeah, once you provide your email, it'll take you to the site. Okay. Now let's talk about the V card. How many of you would want something quick to make sure you get into their contacts? So, and here's my opportunity to give you my information if you would like to keep it. But of course, you can make this for you. Let me come over here. Let me put the YouTube channel. Maybe. And then here you go. Here's the QR code if you're interested, right? Tell me what this does that's different. We offer a solution for new construction and projects. That's not something that's linked to the MLS, so the listing you can't create offhand a single property websites for it. If you're looking to create a website, you might want to call Agent 3000 to the number above and see if they offer you a solution, if you can add it, if they've given you flyers and info. And what's nice about it taking you to my V card is that you can automatically save the contact to your phone. I do ask you if you contact me that it is by text message. I do teach and not to do it after midnight or before 5 in the morning. Be considerate. But if I could ever assist you or help you along, I'd be more than happy to. And you obviously see that I use WhatsApp. So here are my details. But look how quickly you'd be able to share by going here and just right clicking and saving this and placing it on any type of marketing material or any type of flyer or your presentations or something you're going to take, I don't know, to an event. And you would be able to get your info directly into their phones with a V card. Now, if you have a website and you'd like to promote it, let me go ahead and use that here with a YouTube. I'm going to copy it. Let's say this is my website and I want to create a QR code for it. I paste it. I can get my QR code here. And this QR code, I can call it, save it, and call it, YouTube channel. And that there's a way here to create URL, QR codes, a V card for you, QR codes for your listings. And then last but not least, one for text. And here I think it's fun. I'll put this for you. Hold on. And let's see if this will work. So you could create something cool with a text and just have something like this. So just an idea of how you could use this, maybe to get people to call you, to contact you, to save your contacts. Maybe you can use it. I've seen it before used on um, at a farmer's market where they have several QR codes and they give away hand sanitizer. They'll put on the hand sanitizer bottle. And it's just a way to get you out there. Different ideas on how you can use a QR code to benefit your business. Last but not least, are sign writers. What are these? These are to add, right, to your signs for your listings. You would add your MLS number here. Let me see if I have mine copied. Come back in, paste it, select it, right? And I can choose it to be 18 by 16 and create a PDF. And this will create a sign writer, right? And these are to print out, to put underneath. And then you can also come and create one, let's say 18 by 24, 24 by 6. And you can add a QR code or your photo to it and create a PDF. And these are to put underneath the signs for sale. Somebody had asked a question. Well, the V card is just directly your contact, while the Biz Realty card has all of your info, all of your sites. So all of your aggregator sites, including, you can put there your Instagram. It could be like your hub. It has a place for people to search. It has your photo. So look at this. Let's see if I still have the Biz Realty card up over here. No, these are the websites. And so look at everything you have on the Biz Realty card. So this gives them information and access to all of you. Your link to your YouTube, any other links that you might have put, they can go ahead and save the contact to the phone. And this is more business card like. And what you have here is a selection. You can either do this or do the V card. This one may be something that you want to present and it's easily scannable. You have it on your phone and you can share it, right? But you actually have a card and they can click and view you, get your details and info. So it's a choice, and it's your choice. While the other one is directly just to save to the contacts, but they may not be able to see everything else about you. All right. And with that, we end our Agent 3000 part 2. Thank you so much for coming along, for joining. These recordings will probably be available next week. We do have a YouTube channel, and we also have Miami Realtors Live available to you, our members, for trainings, and we like to post them and share them. We have a website class recorded. Um, Let me see here for you to see, because that one is lengthy. You do have a setup for the website if you do upgrade. And you would come in. So mine is connienieto.listingspy.com. Of course, you can buy a URL. And you can create a website like this one. You can choose the items that you have on the top, your contact details. And if you're interested in doing something like this, we do have recordings. And of course, you can email support@agent3000.com, or you could call 239-278-1152. That's 239-728-1152. And support@agent3000.com. And let me see here if we have the video available, and maybe I can get you a link to the video. You come to the channel, and then here on the channel search, you can put Agent 3000. I think it's part 3. And here you have unlocking the features. I'm going to go ahead and copy it and share it with you.